Hi everyone, we are super excited for this episode. It is Bubbline. It's another gay girl bi girl ship, it's so fun. It's so cool. Thank you so much to the fans for voting each week and for recognizing all couples. We're having just the best time, don't you think, Greg?
I loves it.
I also love focusing on shows that I really know little about in terms of production. I never did this show, so it was really fun to learn firsthand from the girls that work on it and hearing from the fans that love it so much. It's a great episode.
Wow, this is a good one. I'm in love with this show. So who's on the show today?
We have Olivia Olson, who plays Marceline. She might sing for us in this episode. She's amazing. She's a goddess. And of course, Jessica Dicicco is stopping by, who plays the Fire Princess. I love that character. It's so fun. And Hinden, who of course, she's just shy for this kind of stuff, sends all her love and is very grateful for the support. There's also going to be some great cosplayers, so stick around.
Yeah. It's adventure time.
With Greg and Tara.
Isn't it good?
It's good.
I hope you brought your guitar, Miss Olivia.
I barely play guitar. I have a
Really?
piano right next to us.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll get you.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
hi everybody. Welcome to the Ship It Show. We have a really fun week. This vote was, it was like an astounding Bubbline, which is exciting. I think it's our third gay or bi girl ship since we started.
Ooh.
I love so much. Yeah. Our very first show was like insane. Harley Ivy won by like a ridiculous amount. And anyways, I'm excited for this show because it's a great series anyways. Should be explored, all the love around it. So first I have to introduce my co-host, Mr. Greg Sipes.
Greetings, everyone. Blessings. Welcome to the big love boat.
Have you watched the show, Greg? Have you seen the show?
The Ship It Show, it's great.
No. Have you seen Adventure Time?
Yeah, of course. It's one of the best shows ever made.
Okay, good. Just checking. Okay, so
I've never seen an episode though, but I've heard it's really
yes, this is what I thought. He's never
seen the logo.
Never.
You've seen, yeah.
Do you know who Olivia plays on the show?
I know Olivia, she's rad.
Wait, who does she play on the show?
She's one of the girls.
One of the girls.
She ain't just one of the girls. She is the it girl. Please welcome Olivia Olson, who plays Marceline on Adventure Time.
Hello.
Woo! All right.
Super hot, talented goddess. Will you, before we start, tell everybody where they can find you on all your social media platforms?
Oh, yes. I am at Olivia Rose Olson on Instagram, at Olive Olson on Twitter, and Olivia_Olson_ on TikTok. I'm working on getting them all the same, but
that's sometimes a challenge.
Yeah.
Sometimes a challenge. And our next guest, which I'm super excited about, I've known her since she's like, I don't know, 4, Miss Jessica Dicicco.
You, Jessica, in the house.
Do you know who Jessica plays on the show, Greg?
Huh?
Do you know who Jessica plays on the show?
Of course, she's one of the other girls.
That is true.
That's right.
I don't know if she's just one of the other girls. She's a pretty important princess, dude. She's pretty important.
I want to learn all about it today on the Ship Show.
You will. Jessica, please tell everybody where they can find you on social.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Jessica Dicicco, Dicicco, and the same on both. Olivia, I am surprised Olivia Rose Olson was taken on the other ones.
Oh my gosh, you know what? If there's people out there who just buy up usernames and domains and
do you want yours? I'll sell it to you for like $300.
Greg's got it.
There is just the plain Olivia Olson on Instagram, and I've messaged this girl like 10 times. It's blank. She has 0 followers. She's following nobody.
She's
0
trolling
posts.
Yeah.
Why not just give it to me?
Wow.
Did you offer to buy it?
I did, but I just think it's an inactive account. I don't know.
No, I mean, I take Vimeo, whatever. Like, don't
send Greg any money. Don't send Greg any money or your
PayPal
number. Don't do that. Okay, so we are going to explore this ship because it's a beautiful ship. It's an amazing love story. Of course, Hinden sends her love. She's just so camera shy.
Yes.
It's such a challenge to get her to do anything, but she loves that it was chosen, and she sends love to all the fans. So since we do have a very important part of the ship, will you tell us a little bit about booking this role and how you approached this character, and how far into the run did you know that there was going to be this little sweet relationship?
Oh, yeah. Well, I booked the role in kind of a funny way. I actually auditioned for Princess Bubblegum. And I later found out that that was just the test sort of lines that they had. But Pendleton Ward, who created the series, actually sought me out because I played a similar character on Phineas and Ferb, Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, who's also a goth punk rock queen who has an evil dad.
Don't they all? All
Yeah.
goth punk rock queens have evil dads.
I know. So that's kind of my like stereotype now. I always play some sort of character who has daddy issues of some sort. But yeah, it was I think maybe the third season that I found out that there was a prior relationship with Bubblegum and Marceline, and I got so excited that I kind of outed them before it was ready.
Uh-oh.
So
Did
don't
you get
do
in
that
trouble?
to your friends.
Did you
I
get in
did.
trouble? Oh no!
Wait a minute. What happened? I don't understand.
Oh wait, were you paying attention for the last 10
Yeah,
minutes?
no, I'm listening to I'm on the edge of my seat listening. I just want to know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm kind of slow. What happened?
So
What do you mean?
I thought it was never going to be on the show. So I was actually working on a book for the series at the time, writing it with my dad, and Pendleton had just given me some behind the scenes inspiration of like where I can write this coming from, because I was writing it as Marceline, like a diary entry type of format, and so I thought it was never going to be a part of the show. So I thought it was like okay to say, because it was just sort of this like fun little behind the scenes thing, like, oh yeah, because they didn't think they were ever going to take the show there. Little did I know that that was going to be the huge finale grand reveal. So yeah, I got in a little
Wait,
trouble.
so it started
Oh.
it started behind the scenes then, like Penn and them like
Mhm.
joked about it first? Oh.
Yeah. So I
It
didn't
was
know that I
marketing. It was
was
good. It was a good marketing strategy. I think it was smart.
I know I
leak
didn't know.
stuff all the time, and I get in trouble.
but also sometimes you make things happen with your leaks. Like
I do. There's a
forever,
great
we go to cons, and Greg's like, "Yeah, Teen Titans got a pickup," and I'm like, "No, it didn't." He's like, "It's gonna." Like for years.
It's manifesting.
That's
You're putting it
brilliant.
into the universe.
I think
Let me
that's
just throw this out there. It's called mama-festing, okay?
Mama-festing.
Oh.
We're entering a new paradigm. It's the age of
I like that.
goddess
I
power.
like that.
Yeah, mama-festing.
I need to start
using
doing
it.
that.
The kiss is
Manifesting.
really sweet. Their first kiss is really sweet. It's like and I love. Oh my God! If we can get you to sing anything from the show that you love,
Yeah, please.
you're such an extraordinary gift. Do you have a hand in writing the songs as well?
I do not. I did get to write. I co-wrote 2 books for the series, so that was really fun. But normally, the writing process kind of went in while the writers were working on the show. So
It's good music. It's
Rebecca Sugarman, and she really helped kind of define the voice of Marceline's musical style. So it's really her. And then, of course, she went on to do great big things with Steven Universe.
Rebecca's
she's
awesome.
incredible.
Do you guys have her phone number? Can we call her right now?
I know. I would have loved to have her on the show. I don't have her number.
I think I have her number on my phone. I don't know if she'll answer.
Oh, really?
right now.
That'd be nice if you could like work on
we
getting
call?
one guest on the show in the last.
Come on.
Let's,
You know what? I'm here just to
bombard
support
her.
you, Tara.
Greg Sipes thinks he's just the eye candy of the show.
Of course.
Are you calling
thank
her
you.
right now?
Me?
Yeah.
She won't answer. I tried.
Okay. Okay. So will you think about we'll do a little intro with Jessica and maybe think about if you'd sing one thing for us that you love from the show, your favorite song for the show.
Yeah, I'll definitely sing one of the the songs from the new HBO special.
Is that the Obsidian?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so cool. I love Adventure Time. First of all, it's unique, super cool animation, and it sort of masters being intricate and simplistic at the same time, where your
Yeah.
eyes are tricked into thinking, wow, it's like this whole enlightened universe. But actually the drawings are often simple. I'm not that I could draw anything, but they're just like beautiful. I don't know. I think it's a beautiful looking show. I think it's well written. I love the songs. I love the characters. And there's so much fun. And of course, Jessica, you play the Flame Princess.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about booking that part and how that all went down.
So I auditioned for it when I think it was in like second season, and it already was very popular. So I got to like watch the show and like, you know, hear the characters and hear who I was talking to. The audition scene was like with Finn, so I knew who I was talking to. So that actually really helped. And I loved how like grounded and real the show was. I love shows like that, and like just I don't know. I felt like I got to like sink my teeth into that audition. And then, yeah, I booked it. I really had no idea how big the show was. I think it actually probably picked up popularity like from third season on. I don't know. Olivia, would you say so? Like, did you feel like
there was
momentum?
a boom. There was a boom, I think around the third season or so, where, you know, we could kind of tell by like how many people showed up to our
panels.
panel.
Yeah.
Well, funny that you say that, because I was going to say before it even aired, there was an Adventure Time panel, I think right after a Titans panel in one of the big rooms on Hall B or whatever the heck. And it was packed because it already had a cult following from the YouTube creation from
From the short.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this show? It's already huge, and it hadn't aired yet. So it came with this amazing following. And then the show delivered with such great content that it maintained that. And then obviously, like you experienced, exploded even more. And your ship is with Finn.
Yeah.
And they're both actually canon
and cinnamon
ships.
bun.
And cinnamon bun later. Yeah. That was so weird.
Oh my God.
Always had some like element of just weirdness to it that it's like very intriguing. Yeah.
Have you guys at cons, like, do you have any favorite cosplayer moments of them dressing as your character? Have you received art and seen anything online that's like, wow, that's really cool, that's something I helped inspire that? Because, you know, shipping in general and these characters inspire like music, art, books, all kinds of fun things. It's fun to sort of explore that and give some love to people that love the show. So tell us some of your favorite con experiences.
I think the funniest cosplayer thing is the amount of times I've run up to people cosplaying as Marceline, and the first few times I saw it, I was so excited. I'd never experienced that. I was like, oh my God, can I get a picture with you? And people were like, no. Who is this crazy person who wants a photo with me? And then later they would come to the Adventure Time signing, and then they would see me sitting there, and they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did not know that was you. And they're like, can I get a picture with you now? I'm like,
oh, now we want you. Now we want you.
Of course we can. But that's the kind of glory and double-edged sword of being a voice actor sometimes. Like,
I love that, being anonymous and like there's such like an element of surprise when people find out, and and I love that. It's like you can like turn fame on and off. Like at the conventions, people know who you are, but then you can like go about your life. Like, can you imagine
know what you're
if,
getting
like,
into going to a con, but it's not like getting bombarded at the grocery store.
Happens to Greg though, right, Greg? You can't go anywhere.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Not without my bodyguards, and like it's just a whole like.
I imagine you're pretty easy to spot out of a crowd, though.
It's really wild though how sometimes people recognize our voice. I'll be like, you know, anyone be like, oh my God, your voice sounds so familiar, and it's just such a powerful thing and such a blessing to have people just recognize your voice, not even knowing what you look like. Like, are you Beast Boy's voice? I can hear it in your voice. It's just wild. And I'm not going, yeah, what's up? It's just me talking.
Yeah.
I can hear it. It's really
so
cool
recognizable. I remember I was in New York, because I grew up in New York, and I remember when I go back to visit, like I'll see kids like wearing, you know, like a shirt from a show that I'm on, and I'll be behind them and I'll just start like talking as the character, and then they just like
Like, this is crazy.
they turn around like, and I'm just like, yeah.
Sometimes it's a
did
good reaction, and sometimes they're like, "You're not the
Yeah,
pony.
right.
You don't look like
Yeah.
Twilight Sparkle."
I did that
Yeah.
one time inside a Trader Joe's, and I vampire hissed at the kid, and then the mom was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I was like, hey kid.
Oh my god, I
Wearing
love that.
Marceline shirt.
I love that. Have you seen any Flame Princess cosplays?
I remember like the first time I saw Flame Princess. I think I was with Eric Bauza. We were at San Diego Comic-Con, and he pointed it out, and I was like, oh, like it was just the most exciting moment ever. Because like I had been doing voiceovers for a long time, but like I'd never been on a show this big, and yeah, it's just like it's such like a bucket list item for the first time to see somebody cosplaying as like your character.
Yeah.
Like that was, I just remember that moment so clearly. It was so long ago at this
You're
point.
awesome on the show. I love that character.
Thank
we have a
you.
couple really hot cosplayers that there's one girl that does Marceline a lot. She's got 1 million TikTok followers. So
Really?
she's gonna come on a little bit later.
Oh, nice.
What about art and stuff that you've seen online that you've really appreciated?
Oh, I remember like it when Olivia and I went to a convention in Australia, and the guy had us like sign his Adventure Time car. Do you remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we each took a turn, like go out and like sign his automobile.
I was like, are you sure? Isn't this gonna like ruin the paint job?
And he had like, yeah. I feel like, did anybody get your name like tattooed on them? I feel like I've seen like I remember like
yeah.
John like signed somebody's arm and they got his name like tattooed. Has that ever happened to you, Tara?
Oh yes, a lot. And
Oh my
once I signed a girl's butt.
Oh wow.
And to be fair, it was a really, really nice butt. Like she was dressed as Harley and she lifted her little skirt and she's like, "Can you sign my bum?" And I'm like, okay. She's like, "I'm getting it tattooed." I'm like, "Okay, go on, girl, go on."
We need proof.
Now imagine it was a
I'm sure if you
hairy
Google,
man.
I don't know if I'd sign a hairy man butt. I apologize. And being that this is a gay girl ship, we are all about the girls. Olivia,
Yeah.
will you sing for us?
Oh my God. Okay, I'll do a little bit of I would totally have to like pivot to get my piano in the shot, but
Can you just
Okay,
sing
just do it a
acapella?
cappella. Yeah.
don't beat yourself up, Bonnie. It wasn't just the sun that I was hiding from. We were messed up kids who taught ourselves how to live. I'm so scared that I'm not good enough. Always felt like a monster long before I was big. Only seen as a monster. Let's just say I'm used to it. Hey.
Wow.
Is she most? I'm so in love with her.
I'm like, Greg, should I just tell you the chords so you could play along?
Greg.
I'm a monster. I'll do backup. I'll sing backup. No. I'm just playing. That was beautiful. Like
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
What's your story though? Were you like a bit like what's your history? Tell us a bit about like are you a little Disney star girl? Like how, what do you have record deals? What's your situation? What's your history as an artist?
I got into the entertainment industry by being kind of like a kid star, I guess. I was in that Christmas movie, Love Actually, when I was a kid. So I sang Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You in that film. And I got like a lot of record deals out of it until they realized that I was like not the cute little kid anymore. And I was like 12 when it came out. So I went into my awkward stage and got really badly bullied actually in middle school for being in a movie, which was hard. And I kind of just like quit wanting to do acting at all because of it. And so when I found voice acting, it was kind of like the perfect little like, okay, I could still get into it and be creative and sing and act, but be a little more low key about it.
Yeah, but what a tragedy to have suffered. I hate bullies so much. I'm like, I don't It's amazing. And what a triumph you are. What an amazing success story.
I mean, looking back at it, obviously I know it was just a weird, like, jealousy, too much attention type of scenario thing, but gave me a thick skin. But I do kind of like wish that I would have not let it totally like quit my acting career, you know?
Yeah. Well, thank goodness
Well, it's
you're
not
back.
over.
It's not over.
You're back. Yeah, you're a
still
baby.
you're still at 17, 18 years old. You got plenty of time.
I mean, that scene stole the whole movie of Love Actually. That's like what stands out of that entire movie. I feel like there needs to be some sort of like way to prep people for fame and like how it affects you.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It's too bad people can't just be happy for other people and supportive. And don't get me started on bullying. That's a whole day. That's a whole day. Greg, do you want to ask your favorite question?
Yes, I do have a really great question for you. Y'all probably have heard this before in other realms, but I'm going to try to get it right this time. Tara always corrects me. Is it ship, marry, or kill?
Okay, so a character, it can be a character on your show or on another show, but it has to be as your character.
No, it's got to be the show. It's got to be Adventure Time. Ship,
No,
marry,
it doesn't.
kill.
There's plenty of crossovers.
I'm making the rules.
Okay, fine. Ship, marry, kill on your show as your character.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
there are literally thousands of characters, I feel like, in Adventure Time. Okay, well, Mary, I would say Marceline and Bubblegum, obviously, Mary. Ship, ooh, can I cop out and say I ship Flame Princess and Marceline?
Heck yeah. It's all about the ladies.
And then kill is Marceline's awful ex-boyfriend, Ash, who is just a jerk, which is ironic that her ex-boyfriend's name is that and mine is. We're not going into that.
What? Is that true?
One letter off, let's just say.
Wow. Don't you find that a lot of times when you're doing voiceover, it somehow mirrors your life or your experience or any kind of acting?
Marceline's story
All the time.
in
Yeah.
its entirety mirrors, besides the whole like demonic vampire aspect, but
Sure. We can talk about that another time.
her entire like childhood and everything mirrors mine like so weirdly well.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing.
It's cool. It's all a simulation.
It is all
Reality.
simulation. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jess, ship, marry, kill.
Oh
Ship, marry,
man.
kill.
Okay, so Flame Princess, I say marry Finn because I liked that relationship when they had it.
too.
It was so sweet and so, I don't know, it was good. I don't know why it took a very
opportunity.
strange turn there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ship. I don't know.
Can I say who I ship? Flame
Yes. Yes.
Princess? I don't know if it's wrong because she's kind of young, but I loved the Fire and Ice episode. I feel like there was some funny tension between Ice King and
Oh
Flame
my
Princess.
God.
That's who I
Ah.
ship. But not actually Ice King, but like Simon maybe.
Yeah, no one can actually ship the Ice King. Sorry, Tom.
I never asked Tara this. Tara,
What?
what about you? Ship, marry, or kill in this show?
Oh, on this show.
Yeah.
As which character?
Oh, as well. Maybe it's Raven. See, there could be a crossover. Raven comes on the show, and she definitely has to marry Marceline. Sorry,
Ooh.
Bubblegum. Sorry, Star.
What about these for your man? Yeah.
No, you said on the show. You said on the show.
All right.
I love how you instantly went into her voice too.
Yeah. I have to ship the Flame Princess because that might be hot for a little bit. And I'll kill your ex-boyfriend because why the fuck not? Let's
Yeah.
Woo, ship just got real.
Hey.
We need to get fan fiction happening again.
You're like,
We can
"All
limit
right."
it to one page of fanfic. So everybody watching and listening out there, if you want to have your fanfic read, give us one page of dialogue, not
Yeah.
10 pages of
Not
dialogue.
10.
We'll read your one page of fanfic and it'll be great. So
Oh
send it
man,
in.
one time I had a guy at a con come up and give me his like stack of fanfic, and he was like, "Please read it," and I was like, "Oh, I will," and like started to put it away, and he was like, "No, right now," and I
Oh
was
my
like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah,
it
that's
was like
happened to me
12
before.
pages, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. I like when they ask you to write it too. Like, here's the drawn together CD. Can you write this 10-page thing I wrote on this much space on the DVD? I can't do that. All right, Greg, what about you? Ship, marry, kill.
He's
Well,
never seen the show.
I would. Let me see. With Adventure Time, I would
Greg,
ship.
you can literally make up any random word and then just put princess behind it, and it probably exists in the realm of Adventure
I
Time.
ship Berry Princess.
That is actually a real character.
That works.
I will.
Let's show him a picture of who he's shipping. Hold on. Okay, you're shipping the
Yeah.
Berry Princess?
Yeah.
I ship Berry
Wait,
Princess.
the very princess. I think it's
I would marry Squid Princess.
What's happening?
She's got a lot of arms for massaging.
Is there a squid princess, ladies?
You know what? The main
No.
character, Finn, is extremely terrified of the ocean, so we never really go there. Maybe.
Okay, look, this is who you're shipping.
Oh,
she's so cute.
a lot of antioxidants in that little berry. And kill. I'm non-violent, so I'm gonna have to opt out of that one.
You can't opt out of your own question.
All right, then I'll make up some other rant. I would kill. I don't like saying the word. I don't even like saying the word kill. We're gonna switch that.
It's your fucking game. You
I'm
invented
changing
this.
it. I'm gonna change the rules.
Chip, marry, shame.
Ship, marry, bless.
No.
Bless up the dog.
Jake?
Okay.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have one more question. Another genius question that I just came up with.
Okay, wait, you guys. This is going to be genius, okay?
If you
Go
could ship anybody in the whole world and take them to our executive suite on our big ship in the ocean, who would it be?
That he just made up that now is on the ship.
That's a genius question. If you could ship anybody in the whole world and you could take them to our penthouse suite on our ship, on our love boat, who would it be? Anybody.
Two people.
Cartoon or human.
Selves
As
or the
yourself.
Adventure Time? Okay.
I ship myself with Rihanna.
Woo!
I
Because
used
she's
to
my
have
girl
the
crush.
biggest crush on Rihanna. Like I was obsessed with her for so long, listened to her music.
I think that was
love
like
her.
a universal, like,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, we have
Yeah.
a fan.
Welcome to the Ship It Show.
Fox
Thanks for
Walker.
joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we decided to try something fun today and put out a last-minute contest to say hi to some of the stars of the show from the ship that we're celebrating. And so we picked you. So give everybody your name, your real name, your Twitter name, and tell us what the show means to you. And of course, you can say hello to Greg Sipes, Olivia
Yeah,
Olson,
what's
and
up?
Jessica Dicicco.
Welcome aboard, bro.
Welcome.
Welcome aboard the
Hey,
Ship
Bob.
Show.
What's up? Fist bumps for all. You are all. Everyone's cool here. This is so cool. You guys are amazing for having me. I love that I'm here. My name's Fox. My Twitter is LvndrFox, LvndrFox. This is just all moving so fast. And now I'm here.
Thank you for coming on so last minute. We love impromptu fun things.
Yes.
Will you please tell us what this show means to you?
You know, like cartoon shipping. It's just always been like a fun thing. You know, and it's always been fun to have, like, especially as a kid, you know what I mean? Growing up and I'm a, hopeless romantic myself. So getting to see all this sort of stuff, growing up, watching all my favorite shows, it's always been a big, like, major aspect of it.
Who do you ship most on Adventure Time?
Oh, Bubbline, 100%. Yeah.
I think it's so
Bubbling.
cool how, like, I feel like the fan ships have now started to actually affect where the writers take the show.
Yeah,
Because
That
it
happens.
we've
matters
experienced
so
that.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Me and Tara have
and I thought it was
experienced that a lot on Teen Titans Go. BB Ray has become,
Oh, yeah.
we've had many, many BB Ray specials, two-parters.
Fox, will you do you have any questions for the stars of Adventure Time? Or I guess you could ask
Wow.
the boy a question too.
Where do I start? Well, needless to say, I'm a big fan of all of you guys. So this right here just feels like a fever dream already.
Oh,
My first question, though, I feel like would be for you, Tara. What has been your favorite ship that you've gone over so far?
That's a great question. So, Greg and I came up with this concept while we were still going to Comic-Cons, and the fact that nobody celebrates love in fandom specifically, we really just wanted to give that whole cross segment of the world some love. And of course, it's beautiful because it doesn't matter how old you are, who you worship, who you love, where you're from, the color of your skin. Animation and fantasy worlds just love everybody up. Nobody's weird at cons because everybody's weird. So celebrating this has been a tremendous amount of fun. We've just every episode like, oh, that was our favorite episode. That was our favorite episode. And meeting fans and meeting people who cosplay as these characters who say in their real lives they're shy or they're quiet, and then they put on Starfire and they're, getting out there and talking to people, making friends.
yeah.
And it's been very special to celebrate it in its entirety. I think my favorite ship so far has been Harley and Ivy because, of course, I
Yes.
have a strong connection to Harley, and I love
Harley.
that ship so much. I think it's beautiful, and I've met people who live their lives as these characters, so it was fun to explore that. But I don't know. They've all been so great. I mean, we had Kevin Conroy on and explored all things Batman, and all the guests have been so wonderful to come and give their time and cheer people up while we're in quarantine.
And as a con goer, as a cosplayer, I definitely know you put on the costume.
What's your
character-
favorite? What's your favorite cosplay?
Oh man, well I cosplay as Guzma from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that has been probably my favorite because me and my friend group, we all cosplay as like the Team Skull Grunts and everything, and we get to act all goofy and fun. And as the character, it's like you don't have to take it very seriously. So like interacting with people who are fans of the character, who like see me and then they see me as the character. You know what I mean? It's just I have the most fun interacting with people that way.
How has it been like being in quarantine, like not going to cons and not being able to interact with your friends like that and doing cosplay and whatnot?
Honestly, it's been really, really hard because it's like a lot as a cosplayer too. I mean, and I've only been cosplaying for like a few years now, but it's like we hit it hard, especially since my group of friends took interest in it. It's like a huge part of my year is like making the cosplays, gearing up for the con, and then like putting our itinerary for the weekends. But like it's like such a process, and just like removing all that completely from the year, it feels very empty and sad, and I haven't gotten to see a lot of my friends.
Oh,
That's the hardest part of this year, I feel like, is the lack of having things to look forward to, events that you are like, gearing up for.
Yeah.
And for me at least, that's been tough because it's like, oh, it's always nice to have something to look forward to rather than the same thing every day.
what's
Yeah,
your
so it's-
what's your Instagram name?
It's the same. LvndrFox. And then I have my cosplay Instagram.
Oh yeah, what's that? What's that?
Po Town Punks. So it'd be POTOWN and then PUNKS.
Okay.
And then that's me and my partner, and all my friends are in that one.
You are so beautiful, and your cosplay looks so fun.
Oh, thank you.
One day, friend.
And that was the thing too. One of my first cosplays actually that I did with my partner was from Adventure Time, and we did
No
Marceline
Really?
and Fiona.
If you can take anybody into the executive suite on our love boat, who would you ship? You get the executive suite. You could ship anybody in the whole world as yourself. Who would you take into the executive suite on the love boat? There's a jacuzzi. There's a full bar.
Oh, geez.
Massage table, everything.
That's a huge thing. If I wouldn't be stealing Marceline from Bubblegum, I would have to say Marceline because I feel like we'd have more to talk about. You know what I mean?
That's true.
As a
She
musician,
has 1,000 years of stories.
Yeah, and then like we're both musicians, so it's like we could jam.
What do you play?
I program a lot of synth, and I also play electric
cool.
guitar mainly.
Nice. Greg,
Yeah.
who would you take on the
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
The executive suite.
Yeah.
Who would I take to the executive suite on the ship?
Careful,
big-
boo. Careful, boo.
Oh wow. I have so many desires. It's a really hard question.
I'm
Yeah,
right
it's a
here.
hard question.
I'm right here, just so you know.
Okay, me and Tara Strong.
I accept.
We go to the saltwater hot
Greg to
tub. We
say,
drink some
like-
green
Why don't we all just
juices.
hang out in the executive? It sounds
All
fun.
right, we're all going to the executive suite.
Yeah.
Fox, thank you for joining
Jacuzzi.
us. You were
Yeah, and
wonderful.
thanks for having me. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much. for having me.
so much. Thanks, sweet one. Olivia, I also wanted to talk a little bit about I'm sure you have people coming up to you. Like for me, it would be a similar Raven thing where they're like, oh, it was so nice to have someone to relate to. What does Marceline mean to you? And then the second part would be like, what does the Marceline bubblegum ship mean to you personally?
Yeah, well, the thing with Marceline is I feel like she's kind of one of those catalyst characters that really open the door for this like emotional layer in children's animation. Like Adventure Time was such this happy-go-lucky show, and then one episode in particular, I believe it was Remember You, when you find out that she has this really long history with the Ice King, and he, you know, lost his mind, and he was her guardian for so long. There was this first kind of wave of people telling me like, oh my gosh, you know, my dad has Alzheimer's, and that watching that episode with him like really helped me come to terms with like how I can deal with our relationship and still, you know, love him and enjoy every moment together, but also know that, you know, he might not always remember every moment that we share. And so that was kind of the very first like deep emotional layer that I saw that the fans were connecting to with her. And that was so wild, because I didn't think that cartoons would touch on topics like that. And so Adventure Time really kind of set the tone for that. And then of course, once we sort of shifted into the Bubbline speculations, because throughout the series, like, you know, Marceline had this horrible ex-boyfriend to begin with, but then people started to kind of realize that her and Bubblegum had a relationship. That was like crazy, that so many fans that I've talked to who said, Marceline helped me come out of the closet and helped me discover who I am, is just insane. And so like it makes me emotional talking about it, because I can't even believe that something that I do has affected somebody's life that much, you know?
Wow. And to help somebody be who they truly are. I mean, there's nothing more important than that. It's so
There's
powerful.
definitely like there's a layer of disconnect, I think, for us voice actors to kind of see the impact that it makes on people, because for us it's so fun to, you know, be in the studio and it's like it's all very lighthearted and positive, but then to see the impact after everything comes out and how these characters affect people is just, it's wild.
It's everything. It's so important.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for shows like Adventure Time. Like you got to give Cartoon Network love for being unafraid to explore all kinds of topics that may not have been really explored in animation history.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that there's lots of gay characters now on, I think Cartoon Network's like really winning that, not that it's a race, but it should be so commonplace. It should be so accepted.
Yeah.
And the LGBTQ community needs a voice that's unafraid. And so it's very special. So I love that you had that opportunity.
Yeah, they're not just normalizing it, they're celebrating it, and they're
celebrating
also
it.
showing that not, you know, they're not just doing it in like a celebratory way either. Like they're showing the real kind of struggles that, you know, sexual.
That's why it's
we go
working,
through
because
as well.
it's authentic. It's authentic.
Yeah.
Real.
And it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that so much.
Speaking of beautiful and authentic, Wingman came to say hi to all you
Hi,
ladies.
Wingman.
Hi, Wingman.
The guru of the
So
gurus.
cute.
Guggity.
He's the youngest boy in the
Those
world.
soft ears.
Oh,
Where's your girlfriend?
He is
Where's your
the
girlfriend, Tara
best.
Buddha?
Guggy. That's my boyfriend.
Oh, where is he?
He
Oh, he's
is
looking.
the
You just ran off
best.
looking for you.
Aw. Is there anything you guys want to talk about, promote, that you guys have coming up?
If you haven't watched the Bubbline special Obsidian on HBO Max, I don't know what you're doing if you're watching this and haven't watched that, but go watch that on HBO
Yeah, you too,
Max.
Greg. You should watch at least one episode.
There's a show on HBO Max called Close Enough. I play Candace, and it's such a funny show. It's about a couple who like lives in LA, and rent is so expensive. They're married with a kid, and they have to have roommates. And it's the same creator as regular show, JG, and it's just brilliant. It's so funny.
Cool.
I just did an on-camera pilot kind of like that. It's really weird. There's
Really?
a collective
Oh, really?
There's always a collective consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm doing cameos for charity.
There you go.
So you should find me on there to get a cool video message.
Greg,
Cameo it up.
how many cameos do you do a week, Greg?
Promote.
It ranges. Maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you good at it?
I just give the people what they want.
I imagine you're really good at it. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm such like a weird, awkward person if I have to be on like in the moment, you know? But you're so just unapologetically yourself all the time.
Aw.
She's right.
It's true. It's definitely not hard for me to just be myself in every situation, like it or not. So with Cameo, it's really easy for me to just be myself and love up the people. And it's usually just, it's like children for the most part, wishing them happy birthday or like, congratulations on graduating. And it's such a sweet opportunity to give back to these kids, these fans of all ages.
It is, especially since we're not going to cons anymore.
Yeah.
We are so excited. This has been so much fun. Thank you, girls. Tell everybody again where they can find you on your social media platforms.
I'm at Jessica Dicicco on Instagram and Twitter. That's DICICCO.
And I am at Olivia Rose Olson on Instagram and at Olive Olson on Twitter, and that's OLSON.
You guys were just the loveliest. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for being on the
having
Show. Ladies, welcome to the show. Again, it's such a pleasure to have you here. You look awesome. Tell us who you are and who you're cosplaying today.
So hi, my name is Bridget or Ice Cream. I'm cosplaying as Princess Bubblegum from the show Adventure Time from Cartoon Network. You can find me at dreaming_of_ice_cream on TikTok and Instagram.
All right, and I am Foxberri.cosplay. You can find me at that on Instagram and TikTok. I go by Foxberri, and today I am cosplaying Marceline Abadir, the Vampire Queen, also from Adventure Time by Cartoon Network.
How important are these characters to you that you're cosplaying? Are these characters you cosplay all the time? Is this your number one ship or what?
So essentially, this is our first cosplay that we ever did together. So we have been through these characters a lot, and we've done them multiple different times, and every single time we get into them, I feel like we definitely improve from the last. In general, I mean, definitely means a lot to me for sure. Definitely means a lot to her as well. I've been watching the show since like 7th grade, and I am in college now, so you can imagine.
No,
That's awesome.
I remember watching the show, and honestly, like I would have to like sneak watch it because low-key my parents didn't really like Adventure Time when it first started, and I was just like, I just want to watch it. Like I just want to see these characters. It was so cool, and now I'm here, and
Yes, you are.
oh my
On the
God.
Ship It Show, rocking your fantasticness. That's so cool. I've actually got to spend a bunch of time with Rebecca Sugar.
Oh my God, Rebecca Sugar. Oh gosh.
Rebecca Sugar is the one who pushed Marceline and Bubblegum to become a canon thing on the show. So much respect. So much respect.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rebecca Sugar, she's always humble. I've got to hang out with her and her parents multiple times at different Comic-Cons, and especially in New York, we got to spend a lot of time together. But I have a lot of respect for her, and I love all her creations. And this one, we also have on this episode that you all are on, we have Olivia Olson and Jessica Dicicco on the show, and to listen to their stories has been really rad. Their whole experience with this ship becoming what it is today, but also it was also written into the show, and she wasn't supposed to reveal that it was a thing and she did. She like leaked it. Did y'all hear when Olivia leaked
the
it?
Comic-Con.
Is that when you started shipping these characters, before or after that?
I want to say probably around the same time, because I mean the characters themselves in the actual show had like the handful of interactions, but it wasn't really like placed in like a flirty kind of way or like any like real backstory other than like, yeah, they kind of knew each other because they're both kind of old and they've been around for a long time.
Right.
But I think, I mean, it wasn't until I'm Just Your Problem, I want to say, that that's when it really started. Just the fan art, the fiction, everything. So when we came up with the idea of wanting to cosplay together, we were like, well, which characters do we both resonate with? Do we both love? And also, which ones work together?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just gonna say, I think Varmints was probably the episode for me, because that one, more than Just Your Problem, but it was just kind of like their interactions in the Varmints special was so, like, you could tell that they had a lot of history together just by the fact of the way that they were acting around one another. And like, I was like, that's it for me.
Oh, I love that. It's such an organic thing to see how the love on the show has affected millions and millions and millions of people around the whole world. And you all are personifications of that love. So it's been a very special ship to ship these two characters. I always say, this ship's my favorite, but this is quickly becoming one of my favorite ships as well. And I love the show. Everything's for a reason in that show. And every frame of it's like a masterpiece, like a piece of art you can hang on your wall. That's what I loved about it. It's so trippy. I like trippy, weird stuff.
Definitely a weird show. As Ice Cream said, like in the super beginning, when my parents were to watch me watch it, they'd be like, what are you watching? I'm like, I don't know. It's just fun and it's colorful and it's different. It's wacky and the characters are just so out there. And I mean, loved it enough to get merch from it and dress up as them.
Yeah, now you've become it. That's so cool. We're just sponges, right? We become what we associate with on every level. What we hear, see, eat, TV shows, cartoons, movies, whatever it is, we become it. So it's beautiful to see the power of cartoons. That's why I always say cartoons will save the world, because really they do. It kind of all starts there. They program us into who we are. What's the longest you've stayed in these costumes before?
I want to say it was the last time we got into them.
We were up till like 3 a.m. the other day. Like, it was actually like 2 weeks ago, because we just cosplayed them. We were up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had started putting paint on at 8.
And it's crazy too, because we both resonate with each other's specific cosplay so much too. So it just makes like so much sense for us. And I think that's insane too, the fact that we can resonate with literally a cartoon character on the screen so much. But like, literally, even when our friends see us, they're like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, you're Bubblegum and Marceline? Yeah, that's how you guys act and look and are perceived anyways. So
do you live it? Do you like get into the relationship? Do you have like little relationship fights, or make dinner for each other, or kiss, or what do you do?
Make dinner for each other?
I don't know. Isn't that what we do in relationships? When, like, whether you're a cartoon character or not, like, what do you do? Like, how, I know at a con, what do you do at a con, for instance, when you're cosplaying together?
Well, let's see. We've only actually ever been to one con together, and it's been interrupted, obviously, because of COVID. Hello!
Hi!
Yeah.
I'm in my car today. How unship it show of me. I have no idea what I look like.
No, you look beautiful always, and now you get to meet these super goddess cosplayers here. They're amazing. We've been having a great time together. Welcome to the show, my co-host, my beautiful co-host.
Thank you. Doesn't it look crazy?
They were so excited to meet you, Tara, like out of their body.
First of all, you guys are amazing. Look how gorgeous they are.
Thank you.
I just want to know, like, you guys, I mean, I've been stalking your socials. Like, you are so gorgeous, and you like embody these characters, and I just wanted to know what they meant to you in your world.
So much.
Yeah.
As we told Greg, we've been watching the show for so long, and they were our first cosplay together. So we've been with them like every single time we do it. It's something new, it's something different, something new comes on the way, something new comes out of it. And we can see like the progression when it comes to like the pictures or the videos that we take together. And then, as I also said, we both resonate with each other's characters very much. So it's a way of like self-projecting as well. And it's just absolutely fun.
It's a rad
Oh
ship.
God. And do you guys go out in the world as these characters, or just for cons and cosplay photography?
We have not yet.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be, I feel like if we do take these guys to a con, it's going to be a full commitment because we have to like body paint and then keep that on like on the con floor. But so mostly we just stay at home and do it now. But I feel like we can't really cosplay these characters without each other at this point.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we were just getting into like they did one Comic-Con together so far, and I was wondering about how that experience went and what you all were doing in character there. Like, what are some of the things you all did in character? Like
he
playing
wants
out
to
scenes.
guys make out, or
That's what I asked. I wanted to know that.
Oh my gosh. Well, we do film content together for TikTok. And I guess you could say, like, we do pick the audios that would, like, remind us of, like, their relationship. And then we'll just act it out for the camera. And it's really funny because we'll be, like so mad at each other away because obviously Bubblegum and Marceline have such, like, an in-depth relationship where there's so many layers to it. And they're angry. They obviously want to be with each other, but it's, like, crazy. So we'll be, like, back-to-back mad at each other. And then the video stops and we're like, okay, how did it look? How did it come out? Did we look good? Look angry?
Wow.
just the other night,
so cute. It really is a very cool relationship, those two. I mean, I'm sure you saw Obsidian already.
oh my gosh, it's so good. And honestly, like my heart hurt during it just to see the flashback to when they were fighting and stuff. And I was like, no, don't fight, please.
Oh, and they're such a gorgeous couple in the singing. And do you guys sing too?
I mean, we did meet in high school and we met through like theater and musical theater and such. And we both played our own parts there. But I mean, out of it, like not like besides just chilling on our own, singing on the side. Don't get me wrong, I'm singing I'm Just Your Problem every 5 seconds.
It's such a good song. Do you want to sing it for us, cutie?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Well, it's your song. It's Marceline's song. You should sing it.
Me?
Yeah. It's Marceline's song.
That and act it out. But actually singing it, that's why we do TikTok. We lip sync.
Okay. Okay, speaking of lips, can we talk about your ears? How do you do this? It's brilliant.
Okay, so these are like literally like attachable like this.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
They have fallen off multiple times during TikToks.
All the time filming. We have so many bloopers of my ears just weaving itself off of my head.
Or your teeth. Or the vampire teeth. Yep. Or my crown. It like literally it's like one or the other. Like my crown, like I bend forward and then it knocks into her and then it knocks her ear off and then my crown falls off. So sometimes it gets really chaotic when that stuff like that happens. But
Oh, to be a princess. Oh, to be a princess.
you know, to be a princess, gotta worry about the
You're
crown.
so cute. Greg, do you know who plays Princess Bubblegum?
Olivia, right?
Wait, don't tell him.
What do you mean who plays Olivia? You answer the question. Don't put me on the spot like that. I don't want to answer it. I don't want to come off like a know-it-all. Like I gotta pretend like I don't know. I want to pretend like I don't know some things.
It's your Starfire.
Oh, Hinden? Hinden Walsh. Yeah, Hinden. She's great. She's amazing.
I mean,
Princess Bubblegum.
I only embarrass Greg because it's so much fun. But the reason I bring it up is because Bridget, you kind of have her little spirit. She's a little pixie fairy in real life. She really is.
She really is.
I'll cry. That's great. That's a high tier compliment.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. And she's a genius.
She's a genius. Are you guys besties? Are you guys a couple? Are you guys besties?
We're friends. We're best friends. We've been best friends like for 5-6 years.
Long time.
We met in drama club. When I saw this girl sitting there with like a Squirtle plushie from Pokemon, I was like, oh my god, I love your Squirtle plushie. And that's how it started.
Here's what I love about this and in general cosplay. I feel like with the success of Comic-Cons and how widely accepted cosplay is, we always talk about this. It doesn't matter your body type, the color of your skin, who you worship, who you love, how old you are. It's like this huge triumph for nerds everywhere. Like you might have thought in high school, oh, someone has this Squirtle, or you both like some anime thing that maybe back in the day, like when Greg and I were kids, Greg's a lot older than me, like, we would have been made fun of. And I just love that, like, the geeks, I think, have taken over.
For sure.
That's for sure.
On the app TikTok, especially on the app TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's so much cooler to be free and be free-spirited and just have fun. We're here to play, right, Greg? We're here to play.
Play and get weird. Get super weird.
Hell yeah.
You guys understand how much TikTok, the app itself in general, has created like an okayness for like the cosplay community to just be like more normal than like anything that it ever was before. Because I remember even in school, I wanted to cosplay. I loved the idea of it because I loved my shows, I loved my characters, but we both didn't really start until like around like the ending of high school, when like cosplay just started getting really popular it was Musical.ly at the time, or at least for me. Like that's when I started seeing it, and then I was like, wait, hold on, why are they doing it and why can't I? So we just both were like, you know what, let's just go full force. And then this
Wow, so rad. What a great story.
Yeah, Greg and I have both cosplayed, and it's very freeing. It's really fun. It's just fun. I forget, have either of you cosplayed anything of me?
No, but actually,
What the?
I might have.
oh, I did Harley in high school.
Yeah,
I also
There
did
you go.
Harley.
I'm thinking you would rock Harley. I mean, both of you would rock Harley. That would be amazing.
I did Harley in 8th grade, but I did Bubbles.
Oh yeah, right.
I did Bubbles.
Oh, that's cute.
When she did Bubbles, she was just as tough as Blossom and Buttercup. She was hardcore.
That was amazing.
That was
Wait,
great.
can I tell you something? I still absolutely love My Little Pony to this day.
Honey, this is nothing. I have like 80-year-old fans. You are totally within
Oh my gosh, I don't understand the impact My Little Pony had. So literally immediately as soon as I saw you like in DM me, I was like, this is Twilight Sparkle. This is
Dear Princess Celestia, today I got to talk to the cutest cosplayer, Spike. What's their cutie marks gonna be? They're so cute! And they know that friendship really is magic. I love them both so much. Maybe after COVID they can come to Equestria.
That's great.
That's so cute.
She needs a minute. She needs a minute.
She just
She
met
needs
her
a
idol.
She needs a minute.
You knocked off her socks. So I got a question for you girls. Ship, marry, or kill someone from the show. Ship, marry, or kill. And kill.
And kill. I want to marry Marceline. That's who I want to marry.
I want to marry Bubblegum. I mean, come on.
Who would I want to kill? Ricardo or Ricardo?
Oh my gosh, Ricardo.
Freaking heart man that tried to hit on Bubblegum. Hated that man. Made me uncomfortable.
What about you, Foxberri?
Well, obviously, I'm absolutely in love with Bubblegum. If it weren't obvious. Do I have to kill somebody? I think every character is important to the plot, really. I want to say Lemongrab because he's kind of annoying, but then again, he added a lot to Bubblegum's character. And this is why I told you I cannot pick favorites because I cannot choose for the life of me.
What is the ideal date for this ship? And you do it as your character that you're dressed as.
All right. You want to go?
For a rock show. Are you kidding me? That's the one thing I can only think of. She would definitely take somebody out as a rock show, probably have like a cute little picnic date in like the nighttime sky afterwards. Maybe she'd even fly around as a bat in a form. I don't know. Definitely something that goes from like a hard punky core aesthetic to like a soft cutesy, because that's how she really is.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I think that Bubblegum would really prefer to maybe stay inside, like curl up on like a colder night and like maybe like watch a movie with some hot chocolate and just kind of like relax, take a breather once in a while, because that girl always has something going on, and just, just like take the time to relax. I think most importantly, de-stress with someone that she wants to be with.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right,
cool.
I like
I want to be in this ship. Can I be in this ship? Can you throw Beast Boy up in there?
Which date?
No.
Which date is your vibe, Greg?
Both. I want to go on both dates.
What a shocker. What a shocker. Oh my God, you guys are so cute. Make sure you tell everybody your social media handles, and also if you have anything that you want to promote or any charities that you love, now's a great time.
Definitely any sort of like COVID relief funds, because we really need to get this out of here so that people can finally just go back to living like a normal life without having this dangerous virus hanging above us, especially donating to frontline workers, the frontline workers who are literally just in like working in the hospital day in and day out. And now hospitals are just full to the brim with like patients that are not doing so hot, not gonna lie. And people just need to get it into their systems that we all need to work together and drive this stupid pandemic out. And, you know, we're all tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm sure everybody else is tired of it. But I think that if we can really just kind of work together, we can really drive it out.
Amen. Amen.
A woman.
He speaks the truth.
A woman. A woman. And what's all your social media handles where everybody can find you?
I'm dreaming of ice cream, and there's an underscore between each word. There's going to be an underscore at the end too. It's a long name. I got that a lot. But I'm on Instagram and TikTok.
So both of my ats, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. They're both foxberry.cosplay. That's the only two that I'm out there with. But yeah, and I always constantly have resources in my bios for things such as Black Lives Matter. I'm always pushing it too. They're always there. They literally are in front of my like support things where people can support. Like I'm like really like click the link in my bio. You think you'll like where it takes you.
Oh, I love that. I love it. It's such a good time to come together for important causes. And I appreciate you guys being so open to coming on the show and sharing your beautiful selves and dressing up. You guys are amazing.
Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you.
We said this is important. These characters, their relationship, especially coming out on a show and being openly like as LGBTQ like characters for like little younger us to like look at, and like I it's insane. I'm so glad that the show made it canon.
I'm so proud of Cartoon Network for embracing characters and celebrating the LGBTQ community. They've done some amazing work. Amazing work.
Sugar.
For sure.
What a great episode. I loved that so much. And don't forget to catch Obsidian. I know everyone's seen it except Greg on HBO Max. And thank you so much to everyone who participated and to all the fans who embraced this ship. We just had a beautiful, beautiful time. And also a special thanks to the Cartoon Network for not just creating, highlighting, but celebrating characters that are LGBTQ. And I'm just pretty proud to be part of the family.
Big ups to Cartoon Network and HBO Max.
I also want to say that I adored these cosplayers. They were just the sweetest, sweetest girls ever. And they did make us a playlist. You know, they do all kinds of fun TikToks together and an awesome Bubbline playlist. So we're going to include that in the podcast as well.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this show with someone you ship.